I guess to start off, acknowledge that teachings come from different families and all families have their beliefs on where things come from. But this is a variation that I was taught from my family. So to start off, I was always taught that the further back we go in our ceremonies and our true ways, that's the real way of doing things. And so my grandma used to say that the strawberries were always to acknowledge where they come from. And where they come from is in the heavens. So in our creation story, it's said that when Sky Woman fell to this earth, that she had grabbed the roots of the tree when she fell through the hole. And from that root, she ended up having these seeds in her hand. And they say that in her hand was the strawberry seeds, along with the Indian tobacco. This is why it's of great importance that we always acknowledge that the strawberries, they're not from this earth. And even in the name for strawberries, it's Gisonduk, which is actually, if you hear the Gis part in there, it's referring to Ojista, which is fire. So when you hold up the strawberry, you can actually see these little yellow dots in there. And when you hold it up, it looks like stars. And so Ojisonduk, that's where it gets its name from. It comes from the heavens. Still to this day, when we go to put our ceremonies through, we're to acknowledge that when we give thanks. It was our first thing she planted here on this earth, was those seeds. And that when she planted those, it became our strongest medicine, and it is the leader of all hanging fruits here on earth. And so that's why it's of great importance to us as a people, and it's such a strong medicine, because we can use this plant and these berries for medicine in many different ways. The whole plant is utilized as medicine. A long time ago, we used to have ceremony for strawberries, for raspberries, for wild pears, wild peaches, wild apples. And due to how we weren't supposed to have our ceremonies, how it was illegal for us to have ceremonies, how we could have been killed or put in jail for having our ceremonies, we had to go underground with a lot of our ceremonies. So instead of doing all of those things one by one, our ancestors, they balled it up into one, so that we just do that's where we're going to be giving thanks today, is towards the hanging fruits. When you get that strawberry juice, that's where we give that thanks, and that's where I acknowledge that it's the first hanging fruit that was planted here. And that's why it's the leader of all the medicine, all the hanging fruits that are here on this earth. And it's of great importance to us as a people, as Oklahomies.